How to make perfume. Without any further ado, let's dive into it. Have you ever wondered how your favorite perfume is made? Perfumery, my friends, is an exquisite art, a journey into the world of scent. It's a fascinating process, and it's more than just mixing a few fragrant ingredients. It's about capturing emotions and memories in a bottle, creating an invisible accessory that becomes part of your identity. This video is your gateway into the captivating universe of perfumery. We'll take a step-by-step approach, starting with the essential raw materials, understanding their characteristics, sourcing them, and then moving on to the art of blending them into accords and bases. We'll also delve into the terminology used in the perfume world, so you'll be talking like a pro in no time. And then comes the most exciting part, creating your own unique perfumes. It's a journey of discovery, experimentation, and above all, fun. So buckle up and get ready for an aromatic adventure. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of the art of perfumery and how to create your own signature scent. To kick things off, we need to understand the ingredients that go into making a perfume. Now, imagine you're a painter. Instead of paints, your palette is filled with a variety of scents, each unique and powerful in its own right. These are your raw materials, the building blocks of your perfume masterpiece. There are 3 types of starter raw materials that are commonly used in perfumes: essential oils, absolutes, and aroma chemicals. First, we have essential oils. These are obtained directly from plants through a process called steam distillation. They carry the very essence of the plants they come from, hence the name. Essential oils are highly concentrated and thus quite potent. They could be likened to the bold strokes of color in a painting, providing the initial burst of scent when the perfume is first applied. Next, we have absolutes. These are similar to essential oils, but are obtained through a different method, usually solvent extraction. Absolutes are typically more concentrated than essential oils and have a richer, deeper scent. They're like the fine details in a work of art, adding depth and complexity to the fragrance. Lastly, we have aroma chemicals. These are synthetic compounds that are created in a lab. Don't let the term synthetic throw you off. Many of these aroma chemicals are designed to mimic natural scents, and some even offer unique scents that aren't found in nature. They're the finishing touches, the glimmers of light that give your perfume its unique character. Each of these raw materials plays a crucial role in the perfume-making process. They work together, complementing each other, to create a harmonious blend of scents that is more than the sum of its parts. It's like an orchestra, with each instrument playing its part to create a beautiful symphony. But just as a painter needs high-quality paints to create a masterpiece, so too does a perfumer need high-quality raw materials. The quality of your ingredients will greatly affect the end result of your perfume. So choose wisely, and remember, a great perfume begins with great ingredients. Now that we know what goes into a perfume, where can we get these materials? You might be thinking that these exotic ingredients must be hard to find. Well, not really. The raw materials for perfume making are usually just a click away. Online retailers are a treasure trove of essential oils, absolutes, and aroma chemicals. Just remember to read the reviews and choose a well-rated seller. If you're a bit old school and prefer a hands-on approach, local stores can be a great option. Health food stores often carry a variety of essential oils. However, for the more elusive ingredients, you might need to explore specialty shops or craft stores. Finally, consider joining a perfumery community, where members often exchange information about where to find the best raw materials. But whether you're shopping online or in person, remember this golden rule. Always ensure you're buying from reputable sources to guarantee the quality of your perfume. Before we dive into the actual process, there are a few important terms we need to familiarize ourselves with. In the world of perfumery, words like notes aren't just musical terms, but essential parts of the perfume-making process. Let's start with top notes. These are the first whiffs of scent you get when you spray a perfume. They're often light, vibrant, and evaporate quickly. Think of them as the opening act in a concert, setting the mood but not sticking around for the encore. Then we have middle notes, or heart notes, if you're feeling poetic. These are the stars of the show, the main act. They're more robust and longer lasting than the top notes, making up around 50 to 70% of the total aroma. This is where you'll find the character and theme of your perfume. Finally, we have the base notes. They're the grand finale, the ones that linger long after the concert is over. They're the heavy, rich scents that give your perfume its longevity and depth. They blend with the middle notes to create the full-bodied scent we associate with a finished perfume. Also, remember the term accord. It's like a chord in music, a harmonious blend of notes that create a new, unique scent. It's the secret sauce that makes a perfume more than just a collection of smells. Understanding these terms will make the perfume-making process smoother and more enjoyable. And now, with this new vocabulary in your scent arsenal, you're one step closer to creating your unique aroma symphony. Now comes the fun part, getting to know your materials. Imagine your raw materials as a symphony orchestra. Each element has its unique role, whether it's the deep, resonant notes of the bass, the sweet melody of the violin, or the dramatic crash of the cymbals. Understanding your raw materials is like knowing each instrument intimately, recognizing its sound, and knowing exactly when and how to incorporate it into the symphony. Firstly, it's essential to familiarize yourself with the scent of each raw material. This may seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised at how many budding perfumers overlook this crucial step. To do this, take a small amount of the material and apply it to a scent strip. Allow it to dry for a few minutes and then take a whiff. Remember, your nose is your best friend in this process. It will tell you whether the scent is floral, woody, musky, or something entirely different. It will also help you understand the intensity of the scent and how it changes over time. Now, let's dive a little deeper. Each raw material has 3 scent stages: the top, middle, and base notes. The top note is the initial scent that hits your nose when you first smell the material. The middle note, also known as the heart, is the scent that emerges once the top note dissipates. Lastly, the base note is the scent that lingers the longest. Understanding these stages is critical because it will help you determine how and when to use each material in your perfume composition. For instance, if a material has a strong, pleasant base note, you might want to use it as a foundational element in your perfume. Finally, don't forget to take notes. Documenting your observations will serve as a valuable reference as you continue your perfumery journey. Just remember, this process takes time. It's like getting to know a new friend. It may take a few meetings, or in this case, a few sniffs, to truly appreciate their unique qualities. But trust me, it's worth it. Knowing your materials well will greatly enhance your ability to create a unique and pleasing scent. It's time to start blending our materials into something magical. This part of the journey is where your creativity truly shines. Creating accords and bases is like painting with scents. You have your palette of raw materials, and now it's time to mix and match to create unique fragrances. An accord is a blend of 2 or more scents that create a completely new, unified smell. Think of it like a chord in music. Individually, the notes have their own sound, but when played together, they create a harmonious melody. Bases, on the other hand, are the foundation of your perfume. They provide the lasting scent that remains after the top and middle notes have evaporated. How do you create these, you ask? By experimenting. Mix different materials, adjust their ratios, and explore the symphony of scents they create. Remember, there's no right or wrong here. Patience and creativity are key in this step of the process. Embrace the journey and let your nose guide you. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, creating our very own perfume. Creating a perfume is like composing a symphony, each note harmoniously blending with the next to create a masterpiece. To start, we take our accords and bases, the building blocks we've previously constructed, and begin the process of layering and blending. Think of it like a pyramid. The top notes, those first impressions you get when you first encounter a scent, are usually lighter, more volatile ingredients. Citrus, herbs, and light florals often make up this top tier. As we move down the pyramid, we reach the heart notes, the core of our fragrance. These are the scents you'll notice once the top notes have evaporated, and they tend to be more rounded and full-bodied. Here we might find heavier florals, spices, and some woods. At the base of our pyramid, we have the base notes. These are the heavy hitters, the ones that linger the longest. Think of deep woods, musk, and resins. These give our perfume its staying power and depth. Now, the magic happens when we start to combine these layers, adjusting and tweaking until we find that perfect balance. It's a dance of the senses, a delicate interplay of scent and sensation. But remember, like any art form, the rules are there to be broken. Don't be afraid to experiment and follow your nose. And there you have it, your very own signature scent. Well, we've certainly covered a lot today. We started our fragrant journey by talking about raw materials and their importance in creating a perfume. From floral to citrus to spicy and everything in between, these are the building blocks of any perfume. We then moved on to where and how to buy these materials. Remember, quality is key here. Then we dove into the nitty-gritty of perfumery terminology. Words like notes, accords, and concentration are no longer foreign to you. Next, we discussed the importance of learning your raw materials. Knowing the character and behavior of each ingredient is crucial in creating a balanced and harmonious scent. We also talked about creating accords and bases, which is like composing a beautiful symphony. And finally, we looked at the actual process of creating your very own perfume, which is where the magic really happens. With patience, creativity, and a bit of practice, you too can create a scent that is uniquely yours. That's all for today, friends. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting the subscribe button. Until next time, stay fresh.